Another week, another discussion, another episode. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here for you. Trends. Beautiful football we saw over the weekend. Nigerian clubs representing and the Nigerian in CAF competitions, the CAF Champions League and also the CAF Confederation Cup. We saw matches. We saw Rivers United winning at home. We saw Remo Stars doing it big over there away, and also Kwara United lost at home at 2, and Abia Warriors, they disappointed us again.
Well, that's when you know the underdogs from the top dogs in Nigerian football. That's to show you that Rivers United and Remo Stars are the only names that will be out there in all the 4 teams that are representing Nigeria on the continent of Africa. Well, they are not representing them again. It's just 2 now. Kwara United, come back to the lead. Make sure that you don't go on relegation, because if they want to continue the way they played in the CAF Confederation Cup preliminary stages, trust me, they'll be languishing in the relegation waters. Because how would you score 3 goals away from home and you can't even score 1 goal at home? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't correlate at all. Now, Abia Warriors, what happened? At the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium, you had all the luxury of time to do anything you had to do to win that game. You had so many chances, you could not convert your chances. And at the end of the day, the first match against Joliba FC, I remember that they now started saying that Sunday Mego lost his dad. Well, my deepest condolence to him. But if the coach knew that, okay, to affect him mentally, he was not supposed to start him in the game, because we saw he cost Abia Warriors that game at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium before they traveled. Now, the only way he had a redemption over his name was him giving a pre-assist, because it was because of his football knowledge that Abia Warriors were able to get 1 goal. Now, Abia Warriors, as the first time they are playing in the CAF tournament in their history, they have scored just 1 goal in 2 matches. It doesn't make sense. Now, Kwara United were like the team with the better better advantage than Rivers United, because it was all down to if Rivers United would draw, if they should draw their match with 1-1 draw, that means Rivers are out. So it was all down to Kwara United. Kwara United, you scored 3 goals, and the away goal rule still stands in African football. You scored 3 goals away from home. You had just one duty, just one: score 1 goal win the game 1 goal by nothing against Asante Kotoko. Then you are done. You are done to the next stage. But it's quite unfortunate. That's when lack of experience comes in. That's when you know the team that are playing very well, and that's when you know the team that are doing very well in the league. Because of, trust me, if it's not because of the FA Cup, the President FA Cup, Kwara United cannot be in the top 4 teams in Nigeria. Yeah, last season, even season before last. So, I thank God that there is something like the FA Cup that makes teams, underdogs, go into the tournament, into the CAF Champions League, or not even the CAF Champions League, rather CAF Confederation Cup, and get the money, because that's what they are there for. And for Rivers United and Remo Stars, congratulations to them. I just saw that they keep the flag flying, because we all know their next fixtures, yeah? We all know their next fixtures. Rivers United will be facing Black Bulls, and Remo Stars will be facing the South African Giants, the best team in South Africa, the second best team in Africa, Mamelodi Sundowns.
Well, that's another match there where all attention in Africa will be focused on that match. It's like another Nigeria versus South Africa match.
Definitely, that's how the match will be. But I'm telling Remo Stars, see, this thing is a two-way thing. You cannot lose on both ends. If you're losing the match, don't lose the advertisement, because when you're playing against Mamelodi Sundowns, that's like a very big platform. That's like a very big stage for you. Mamelodi Sundowns have played in the FIFA Club World Cup. That was like their biggest stage too. So now you playing against Mamelodi Sundowns, it's a big opportunity for Remo Stars.
Though they didn't qualify through the group stages in the Club World Cup.
Yeah, I understand that. They didn't qualify.
They didn't do badly.
You don't have to, when you get to that kind of stages, you have to qualify. You have to qualify. You just want you to get there. Just get there. Just see it. Just like when God told Moses that you will see the promised land, but you will not enter it. Just see the promised land.
Now, African football is just about the money now.
I'm not saying it's about the money.
No, from what you're saying, I mean, you don't have to go through. Just get there.
Once
you get there. Because, see, they made a whole lot of money.
Yeah, I understand.
Playing in the Club World Cup, that was a huge financial breakthrough for Sundowns.
They went there first time or ever. Now, if they are going there the next time, I will say, okay, now you have tested it before. You know how it feels. Nothing is new to you now. You can do anything you want. Go there with an ambition. But now Remo Stars, first time, don't go with any ambition. If you are not going to win the game and get to the group stage, all right, that's the ambition, that's the mentality. I don't want to bring it down for any reason, but we all know the truth. Now, if you're not going to win, you know how the South African media is, you know how the South African football is up there, more than what we see here in Nigeria. That's a bigger platform for you to sell yourself. Make sure you carry to the CEO, Kunle Tsunami, anything you want to do, either by hook or by crook, even though you want to pack all the Nigerians down to South Africa, we'll follow you. Let's go and show them that, yes, we are Nigerians and there is football, there is club football here in Nigeria. That's another way of even selling our league. Because of a South African will just sit down and say, where is this Remo Stars from? Mamelodi Sundowns are playing against Remo Stars. But maybe someone like this will just sit down and say, Mamelodi Sundowns are playing against Remo Stars. Who is Remo Stars? Let me just check. Remo Stars, which league do they play in? NPFL. There are some journalists out there too in South Africa that they don't even know. Not even in South Africa. Some journalists in Morocco that doesn't even know, but because they know Mamelodi Sundowns, they'll get to know Remo Stars. And because if they get to know Remo Stars, they'll get to know the NPFL. Well, so it's a win-win. It's a very big one for me.
It's a big one. And also, not just Remo Stars now. Rivers United is one of the clubs that we are going to throw our support behind. But unfortunately, Rivers United were not clinical at all in their home match yesterday. They had chances. They would have won that game in, let's say, 3-0. But they failed to utilize the chances they had. Unfortunately, for the away side, they were unable to respond to the goal that was scored against them. But I think Rivers United, if they have plans of going through to the group stages of the CAF Champions League, they need to be clinical. They need to bring in all they have to bear to see them scoring goals and also qualify. Because so far they've scored. You said that Abia Warriors, this is our first time, only one goal. Rivers United, they are playing in the round 2, only one goal.
They're playing the round 2, only one goal, and they have not considered any goal. X cancel X. That's how it is.
That's a good one, right?
So no. Wait. See, there are some things that happen in football. A match can just be up there, back and forth for you, and you just find a way to grind out result. Rivers United is a team that know how to bring out the result they want. I said it before. They cannot maybe play beautiful football and get 4 goals, 5 goals, but as far as they can drag that result, those little points, step by step, that's what they do. And I really like how they do it. Now, we don't want them to play beautiful football. We want them to get to the group stage. When they get to the group stage, they can do anything they like.
Well, for me, it's not just about the group stages now, because from what Trent is saying, I mean, just get to the group stage, make the money, and come back home. No, I want them to go further. And let's see Rivers United maybe do what Enyimba FC have done before. They can do it. They have what it takes, right? All right, match day 6 in the Nigerian NPFL. Trent, interesting matches. We are seeing goals, but the clubs are just banging goals this season. I don't know what's happening, but they are surprising us. They are giving us those goals. You know, last season, there was this conversation that we don't see NPFL side scoring a lot of goals, and also the quality of goals they score. I don't know what to say, man.
Quantity and quality. That's the upgrade in Nigeria.
That's football. What we see right now.
That's what we see. See, sometimes I don't even watch European football again because of what we see here in Nigerian football. Like, the kind of goal they score, you feel like, I think we have video games that we can even put all these players and see if they can replicate this. Like, to be very sincere, I ask myself, like, because the kind of goals the likes of Bara FC scored against Kun Khalifa. See, Bayelsa United who scored good goals. Wiki Tourist too. It's not even about the goals. The build up to the goal too. The follow up and everything. I'm really happy that it's happening in the NPFL, and I just hope that they should continue like this. Well, I think what used to spoil our game that year was always delaying tactics, because if away just score one goal,
everybody was.
We all know the story. Or if maybe home score one goal in the 60th minute, from 70 minutes, trust me, you're not seeing any ball in the pitch of play again. Or you just see one ball in the whole stadium. So I'm really happy that it's happening. And I want to thank all the clubs, individual clubs, government-owned clubs, private-owned clubs, and everyone that has that has been able to put all this together to make it make sense. I'm really happy that we are seeing this in the NPFL, and it can only get better. Trust me.
Well, surely we can only get better, and the NPFL is improving. If you're just joining us and you have not seen any of the NPFL matches, please go to our YouTube channel or all other social media platforms. Go to TikTok, X, Instagram, and Facebook. Check out the goals that have been scored all over the weekend. Beautiful goals. You can't see it anywhere but the locker room central. All right, Trent. Plateau United, they held down El Kanemi Warriors at home. They were able to win. We are seeing Plateau United, the whipping boys, as we said last week.
Yeah.
But this time around, they were able to win against El Kanemi Warriors, who last week made a bold statement.
Who knows? Maybe they have had maybe an internal meeting, the coaches or the management team and the Ministry of Sport of Plateau State. Because in the NPFL, when you lose 4, 5, 6 straight matches, they will give you a match ultimatum. Even though it's not in the media, maybe internal talks, you start hearing some things that they go sack you. So you better confirm and make sure that you get the job done. That's it. Wake up call for Plateau United. And I'm really happy that they got that win, because if they lost again, trust me, so many things would have happened with Plateau United currently, the coaches, the team, the management crew and everything, because they cannot start on this kind of note in the new season of the NPFL. And now, if at all, Kwara United, even though they are like bottom or they are around the relegation waters, Abia Warriors, even though they are around the relegation waters, they still have matches that they have to play because of the way in the CAF tournament too. So Plateau United, congratulations to them. 1-0 against El Kanemi Warriors. Well, let's just look at how maybe their next game is going to pan out. And for El Kanemi Warriors, away from home, they just considered 1 goal.
They didn't just concede 1 goal, they lost.
They lost 3 points. I understand. Don't make it look ugly for them. Let's try and fine-tune it a little bit for El Kanemi Warriors, because I don't know, I just love the team. I don't know, because maybe their color, they wear the same color with Plateau United. So it's actually like, I just love the team. But their next game, I don't want them to relegate. I don't want El Kanemi Warriors to relegate. And last season, I can still remember Plateau United were suffering in the relegation waters, that at some point they were playing with a team from Akwa Ibom State. And I told my friends that, you see, they were going to win that team. Season before last, they did that team a favor to stay afloat, because they were not struggling in the relegation waters. Now, last season, they were in the same position as that team, so they said, no, we are not doing it again this time around. And they should not find themselves in that kind of condition currently, because if they find themselves in that condition this season, it will look very ugly for them. And Plateau United might likely be the next big team that might go down to the NNL.
Bayelsa United were able to go away to Edo State, and they held down 1-1 against Bendel Insurance.
Bendel Insurance, that was my game of the week. Bendel Insurance got a red card in that game. Bayelsa United, Clinton is no longer with them. He's with the Flying Eagles of Nigeria, and he was the man of the moment for Bayelsa United. That's what happens, even outside Nigeria, outside the NPFL. That's what happens when you have a star man and national duty calls. Okay, comes knocking to the young man. You just have to release him and let him go and explore and help the nation too. So he's helping the nation, but at the detriment of his club. So Bayelsa United, since Clinton left for the Flying Eagles, they have not really been solid. Their goalkeeping department is leaking, and it's a wake-up call for them. You don't have to rely on one goalkeeper. You have to make sure that, even though you're not, I understand they don't rely on one goalkeeper, but the quality of others is not compared to what Clinton used to give them. And for Bendel Insurance, I'm happy for them. 1 point despite the red card. That's a big thing for Monday Odigye. Sorry, not Monday Odigye. Greg Ikenoba, that's the coach of Bendel Insurance. Since that young man took over the job of Bendel Insurance, he has just been lying low. And Bendel Insurance is a team that they are like, I will not say they are a very big team in the NPFL, but they have a very big record and a very good history. When you talk about the culture of the people of Benin City and all of that, you see that these people are like a very big team in their own city. And let's just watch out. Bayelsa United, I still think they are a fluke. I don't want to conclude because of their coach. He's a very wise man. Monday Odigye is the coach of Bayelsa United. So Monday Odigye played against his former club. That was the antics, and he had to grind out 1 point because I think he still understands some players that are there and the kind of pattern they play. So Bayelsa United, I think this is a fluke. I just hope that everything gets better. They were struggling relegation last season. And Bayelsa United is a team that, season before last, I can still remember their first game when they scored 5-3, something like that. Scoreline was 5-3. A certain player scored and hat-trick for them. And, Bayelsa, the NPFL, when a player is getting better for you, you just sells him out to another club and get the money. I just hope that Clinton stays for Bayelsa, because if that young man doesn't stay for Bayelsa they will not struggle with relegation, but they should be careful. They should be careful, extremely careful, because if you talk about relegation in Nigeria, from 10th to rock bottom is relegation in the NPFL.
Well, Clinton, after the World Cup in Chile, there's no guarantee he's going to stay back in Bayelsa. Anyway, Victories 2-2 against Rangers. Rangers were able to go all the way to Wiki and drew 2-2.
That should show you that there was competition in the Northern Conference in the NNL, because many people were saying that since Wiki Tories were coming from the Northern Conference, they will not do very well. They will not, because they feel that the Southern Conference is like the place that everything is done. The competition is there in the Southern Conference. Big teams are there in the Southern Conference. But Wiki Tories played in the finals of the NNL Super 8 against Warri Wolves. Warri Wolves won them, no doubt. But now they've come to the NPFL. And the only two teams that have been doing very well, extremely well, is Wiki, Warri. Let me put Barra FC too in that conversation, because they won their game too. But the other team that I was banking on, they are flattered to deceive. I was banking on them. It doesn't make sense. And for Wiki, I'm really happy. Upon, say, like, they went on relegation, they came back. They still have that mentality to still stay in the league. They still have that mentality to still continue. And let's not forget, Abdul Maikaba, their coach, a very renowned coach in Nigerian football, a very experienced coach. He has seen a whole lot. He has seen almost everything in Nigerian football. So he has to just keep them afloat. You have to just make sure that the momentum is still there, the spirit is still there to drive the players to get to a better position at the end of the season. But for Rangers International, it's a wake-up call for me. Rangers International is a club that they are supposed to be title contenders. Last season, they ended in a bad position, because they did not make a CAF competition place. So they ended in a bad position, trust me. Because if you mention Rangers International to anybody, they are like a big team, 8-time champions, just one remaining, and they'll be mates with Enyimba International here in Nigeria, not in Africa. Here in Nigeria, they'll be mates with Enyimba International. So it's a wake-up call. They should just wake up from their slumber. Fidelity Dechiku, get the boys back. Let Rangers be the Rangers we saw season before last, winning the Nigerian Premier Football League. Thank you.
Warri Wolves 1-2 against Shooting Stars. Trent, this is one game I did not think Warri would lose to Shooting Stars at home. Warri Wolves have been able to go out there. They've played away games and they do better. They've gotten points away, and you went home, you lost against Shooting Stars. What do you think happened in that game?
It's all about the better side. The better side. Shooting Stars, I understand, they started the season on a down note. They lost their first game against Bayelsa United. And since then, they woke up from their slumber. They said, come on, you have to get the jobs done. The pressure Ibadan people put on Shooting Stars, their management, their coaches, everybody, the pressure is always getting worse every time. There's always pressure in Shooting Stars. If you lose a game at home, your next game, you have to win it away from home, unless the fans will tell you that they are not coming back. I know how people in Ibadan carries football. But now, Warri people, do they care? Do they even really go out to watch their game? But we'll see in the Lekon Salami Stadium, Shooting Stars will have a home match. And if they want the stadium to be full, they will make sure the stadium is full. They know how to do the mobility. They know how to publicize everything in Ibadan. So the pressure is there. And the management, they are working hand in hand with the coaches. The relationship is there with the coach. And experience comes in too. People that they understand the business in the Nigerian Premier Football League too. They understand what it takes to win games. They understand how you win your games too in the Nigerian Premier Football League. So that's what Shooting Stars brings to the table. The experience is there. They know everything in Nigerian football. So I'm not surprised about that victory. But Warri Wolves at home, that's a big point you're losing. But Warri Wolves can always wake up next match away from home and pick 3 points. So I'm not really bothered for now.
Well, the next match we're going to talk about is like an NNL derby in the NPFL. Kun Khalifat FC lost against Barao FC. Trent, Barao came all the way from the north.
And they flew.
They flew from the north to the east and they beat Kun Khalifat 3-1.
And you know that Kun Khalifa took the lead first. Put it well. They came back against Kun Khalifa. Kun Khalifa scored first. Well, their goal was lucky. The goal Kun Khalifa scored was lucky. And less than 1 minute, Bara FC equalized. Scored another one. Then scored another one again in the second 45 minutes. See, I don't know. Bara FC is just like a team that many people are not giving attention to them, but they are silently doing things that will keep a name, make a name in the NPFL. They are a new team. Bara FC is 1 year, or if they're not up to, last season in the NPFL started October. Yeah, in the NNL rather started October. That was when they came. Then from there, they played in the NNL. They came to
don't forget, they have a
NPFL
very
too.
experienced coach. Yes.
Ladan Boso.
Ladan Boso is a very experienced coach any day, anytime. So, I mean, he knows the job. He understands the NPFL.
He understands the NPFL, but me, I cannot always bank on that Ladan Boso. I have personal issues with that Ladan Boso, not because of like the personal issues, but the way he manages the club. Look at Bayelsa United last season. If not for God, Bayelsa United would relegate. That was why they sent him packing. How many trophies has he won? Ladan Boso. Yeah? He has coached Bayelsa United. Where did he end with Bayelsa United? So these are things you should put. See, all these things is just flashy things. Bara FC, if you know you want good for yourself, I want the good thing for Bayelsa United, for Bara FC. So I'll be telling them now, if you stay afloat this season, and next season you have an ambition to win something, appoint another coach. I don't want to say sack your coach. Appoint another coach, please, if you want to win something. Because it doesn't make sense. You just be staying afloat. Well, staying afloat means winning is an achievement. It's a big achievement in the NPFL. But see, winning something people will not talk to you anyhow. Teams will not talk to you anyhow. Fans will not talk to you anyhow. Rival clubs will not talk to you anyhow. You have mouth on the continent. There are some clubs that have stayed 20 years. Abia Warriors, how many years? This is the first time they are playing in the continent. And at the end of the day, when next will they even go to the continent again? How many years have they stayed before going to the continent? Now we want to see when next will Abia Warriors go to the continent again? Because they cannot promise us the kind of performance they put out last season.
Anyway, Ladan Boso is doing a great job with Barao FC. Barao FC, things are going well with you. Please stick to your game plan unless you proceed in the NPFL. Ikorodu City held Enyimba to a 1-1 draw at home.
It's always happening like that. It's always happening. When you see your big boy and you see the landlords of the league, you just have to lie low and show loyalty and respect to Enyimba International. But Enyimba International, they are back. Should I say they are back? Can we say they are back?
Of course, they are back. They are picking the necessary points.
And they are on top of the league
and they are up there. So, who knows? The league, you don't know what's going to happen after the first stanza of the season.
Can we say they are back?
Gradually, they are.
Enyimba are not in the continent. They are just focusing on so they don't have any outstanding matches. Remo Stars and Rivers United have outstanding matches.
So they have no distractions, yeah?
They have no distractions. I understand that.
Every focus is on the NPFL.
Yes. So now, what if Rivers United and Remo Stars, they have like 2 outstanding already? Mm-hmm. Next month, October, the second prelim games, they will have another 2 outstanding.
No, they will play. They are playing one. They are playing this week.
Yeah, I know they will play. I mean, next month, they will have another 2 outstanding after they finish playing. So now, Enyimba International have dropped points. Even though they are playing away from home, they have dropped points. They have dropped 2 points now. What if Remo Stars wins their next 2 games? Where will Enyimba be? What if Rivers United wins their next 2 games? Where will Enyimba be? So it's a big slap on Enyimba International. You are not on the continent. You are supposed to bridge the gaps now that your major competitors are not in the competition currently with you. They are in the CAF Champions League. and they are playing for their lives. You have to play for your life too, yeah.
But Trent, don't forget,
and get the job done.
Don't forget, there are no underdogs in the NPFL. Every side in the NPFL currently have a statement to make. So there are no underdogs, yeah.
Enyimba
so
are no underdogs.
You cannot. No. You are saying that Enyimba, they are contenders, they are co-contenders, are not in the league at the moment. They are playing the continent.
Yes.
So they should be winning games and stay up there.
Yes.
Come on. They played against Ikorodu City. Ikorodu City is a good side.
I know.
Yeah. So don't forget the Enyimba of last season, the Enyimba of the preseason, and the Enyimba of this current season. Okay? So they are trying. Give them their flowers.
Yes.
Do not say Enyimba should just go out there and be picking 3 points away, home and away. It cannot happen in the NPFL.
I understand it cannot happen in the NPFL, but if you want to win the league, if you want to stay consistent, if you want to be up there when Remo Star comes, when Rivers United comes, you have to go extra mile to win the NPFL league. You have to go extra mile. You have to work extra to win the NPFL. See, these kind of games are games you need to win the NPFL, because if you cannot win the likes of Ikorodu, is it Rivers United you win? Is it Rangers International you win away from home? Now, you going away from home doesn't mean that if you pick 1 point, you should be happy. You should not be happy. You should win your games normally. So now you're saying Enyimba is a big team. Enyimba is a big team in the NPFL, I understand. But since 2015, Enyimba has not won the league in the normal league standings. It's always when it's a bridge that when they do, they will look for a way and go and, you understand? Yeah?
No, I don't understand.
You don't understand?
I don't understand, but go on.
So Enyimba International, since 2015, they have not won the league in the normal league standings. So nothing is, if they want to win the league in the normal league standings, they have to go extra mile. I think that mentality is still up there, saying that, okay, yeah, there is a bridge version. There is something we are going to play to go on. It's still there. It's still there, because if it wasn't there, they would have won the league again. It's still there. Enyimba International, they will come down and they'll be thinking that, okay, there's a bridge version. But there is not a bridge version. Anyway. That's why Remo Stars, they know how to play. Rangers International know how to play. And Rivers United too. Shooting Stars too. And even, let me not bank on
Plateau United too.
Which Plateau United?
Trent, like I said, there are no underdogs in the NPFL. One man, Anas Yusuf, that I love so much, Nasarawa United, they won their match against Katsina. It was a northern derby right there, and Anas Yusuf was able to score a goal at home against Katsina United. Trent, they are working, and it's as if they are not working. They've not lost a match yet in the NPFL this season. That
was our last season was too, with Naija United. And see, the motivation is not there. The motivation is not there at all.
Why do you think so?
Because a player like Anas Yusuf scoring those kind of goals last season would have been like a change of everything for him in his career. A change of everything for him in his career.
Of course, he was motivated by the NPFL. He was awarded the highest goal scorer of the season with 2 million naira, a whooping sum of 2 million naira.
2 million naira in other countries is what they give the man of the match. Come on. He's the highest goal scorer.
This is the NPFL we're talking about. This is Nigeria. This is our
football. He was literally the MVP of the league last season. The MVP, the most valuable player, the best player of the league.
Hold on, let me ask. Most valuable player, was he valued?
He wasn't.
I'm just
saying, like, this is how it's supposed to be.
Because that's what he went to Chan to sit on the bench.
And when he had opportunity, he scored.
Great things happening in Nigerian football, yeah?
See, me, I'm happy for him, but the motivation is not there. Look at that young man this season. He's not motivated. Nothing is there. These are the kind of people you have to put on the limelight. You have scored this kind of numbers of goals. Motivate him. It should be like a change to his family too, and his loved one and his friends all over. They should be happy that, okay, yeah, Anas Yusuf scored this so amount of goals and he's out there in Europe playing football too, comes home to represent the Super Eagles of Nigeria, get the goals for them too. National treasure and stuff. The last time a player, the previous player that used to win highest goal scorer, after that season, they go out. But this young man is still here. And you awarding him just 2 million naira. It doesn't make sense.
No,
please.
hold on. Is he still here because he wants to be here? Or is still here because a deal fell? I did not ask you to answer.
I will answer it. No, I will answer. No. Let us settle it. Let's settle it.
We are not fighting.
We are not fighting.
Yes.
We are fighting.
On.
We are fighting. Let's
moving
settle
on,
it.
Trent.
No, hold on.
I'm not holding on. I refuse to hold on. I refuse to hold on. Trent, I am in charge right here, right now. And this is the Locker Room Central. If you're just joining us, we have interesting things right here you need to hear. Join us on all our social media platforms. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Trent.
My parting shot.
It's not your parting shot. The Flying Eagles of Nigeria are in Chile as we speak. And this evening, if I'm not mistaken, this evening they're going to be playing their first match in the World Cup, on the 20 World Cup, as we speak, going on in Chile.
Against Norway.
Yeah. So, do you think with this current crop of players that they traveled all the way to Chile, do you think we will have a good representation in this tournament?
They just have one duty, one job. Go there and make a podium finish. Not even a podium finish. Go there and win it. Because if you make a podium finish, you're not qualifying for anything. The World Cup is the highest stage of football in the world. Yeah? The ambition in the under-20 AFCON was to qualify for the World Cup. Now they've qualified for the World Cup. What's the ambition?
It's to win.
It's to win. Now, Aliyu Zubero, I'm hearing that people are happy that he qualified for the World Cup. Come on. You were supposed to win the under-20 AFCON in Egypt. That was the goal. Win the under-20 AFCON. Make a statement. Now, what if they go there, flatter to deceive and come back? What would the story look like? They did not win the AFCON. They did not win the World Cup. That's it. Now, Aliyu Zubero, see, there is pressure. This is a redemption mission for you. You have to go there and show that you can do this very well. That is it. It's either we win or we win. There's no two way about it. It's either we win or we win. Trust me.
This particular redemption mission seems more difficult than the AFCON.
Yes, it seems more difficult, but I'm happy that some players have joined the club now, the team rather. Daniel Daga, I'm happy that his club, Molde, have released him to join him, because last time out in the under-20 AFCON, they were talking about passports. That was the issue. That was the reason they gave. He did not join the under-20, the Flying Eagles in Africa, in the continent of Africa. But now everything is settled. I've seen pictures, I've seen videos of him with Aliyu Zubero. Because I don't want to say I've seen pictures with him and the players, because he can go and bring pictures of anywhere. I've seen pictures with him and Aliyu Zubero and the players. Everyone is complete. And they added one man, the product of the NNL, the NPFL, and Slovakia. His name is Sani Suleiman. He played for Wiki Tourist, played for Aqua United. Now he's playing for Trenton in Slovakia, and he's being called for the Flying Eagles. Trust me. See, the problem is solved. The problem of Flying Eagles is solved. And now Sani Suleiman, that young man is something else. And I'm really happy that he got the called up. He got called up. Odina Karokoro is there too. Daniel Bami is there too. Ebeneza Akot too is there that will stand between the sticks for the Flying Eagles. They should just go in there and play beautiful football. I don't want to see the kind of football they play in the under-20 AFCON. It was whack for me.
Okay, wait, Trent. For want of time now, just one question, and I need the answer. Between Ebeneza Akot and what's this young man's name? Clinton. Who would you want to see between the sticks?
Ebeneza Akot, obviously. Simple, easy. Easy for me. Easy.
Well, we will talk about that in a subsequent edition. I would want to know why you think that's so easy for Ebeneza Akot to be your first choice goalkeeper in the Flying Eagles. Trent, your parting shots, please.
Well, my parting shot is that Anas Yusuf is the new Rabiu Ali. He's here to stay in the NPFL till he decides to leave.
Well, beautiful people, that's how much we have for you this week's edition of the program. Until we come your way again next week, get prepared. Match week 7 coming to you, and we'll get it right here. My name is Bill. We're out. This is the Locker Room Central.
You're gonna love it.